Hello and welcome to the 10th episode of The Dark Tower. Today we're going to be working on the tower mostly. I was going to originally work on building this portion of the tower higher, but I decided instead to work on the next subsection of the tower over on the other side. So we'll get to that in a moment, but first I wanted to show you the glass that I installed. This is the strengthened glass from Railcraft that I showed you last time. Dyed black with see, I had some on me. I don't know where it went. Here it is. With the ink sacs, black dye, whatever. Here's, as you can see, just nice, simple, easy recipe. Should work with IC2 painters as well. But anyways, as you can see, looks pretty good. Looks a lot better than the vanilla glass. But anyways, I will do the rest of that later, because right now what I want to do is work on this other tower. I've been doing a bit of clearing and foundation work over here, but I have a bit of a problem here because there's this giant pit right in the middle of it. So I need to fill that in. So I got myself a new filler, since I left my other one over at the saltpeter mines. Collect all my markers. And then some engines. Let's see. I always forget the stinking bricks and stuff. Kinda wish you didn't have to have the stuff to do it, but I know there's some people who would complain because they pipe the recipes in and out of the filler in order to create rather complicated processes and stuff, so. Anyways, that's why it actually uses real items instead of fake items. But anyways, I'm going to use a flatten pattern like I did before. This time I'm going to fill it with dirt. Got us some normal stone engines here because I didn't want to be bothered to find any water. So I don't know what it's doing. Oh, there it is. So we'll fill in this hole. And the rest of it, I'm not quite sure what to do with. Because as you remember my rule, never put brick on dirt like this. So I'm going to have to do a bit of excavating to set the foundation. And I was doing the same thing over here. I need some stone though, which was I did not grab because of that hole there. I briefly considered just leveling the entire top of the mountain, but I'm not really sure what that would gain me because that entire side of it slopes down quite a bit, and this side over here drops clear down to the base, so I guess we'll just make do and build the foundation as needed. Stone. Don't need you. So like I said, there's going to be 4 outer towers with a central tower. The central tower, I'm not quite sure how big it's going to be, but it will probably be bigger than the outer towers. But I'm not even sure how big bigger is, so we'll figure that out later. Anyways, I was filling this in. Down to the stone. Actually, I probably didn't need to dig quite so deep over here. Speaking of which, the tower doesn't even come over this far. What am I doing? I think it only comes this far, and then it does this diagonal. So we can fill that back in. So I think it does something like that. Yep, that looks about right. Slightly yep. I was afraid of that. Not enough dirt to fill that hole. I think I got more dirt over at my mines. But I'd have to go get that. I don't think another stack's going to cut it. Okay, I'm going to cut out and go get some more dirt. Forget dirt, we'll just fill it with cobblestone. I have lots of cobblestone. We can put dirt around the edges if it's visible, but it shouldn't be, so should just use cobblestone in the beginning. Now I gotta restock all my dirt supplies. So I need some more brick. I don't think I have any on me. I did cook up a whole bunch more brick and mined a bunch more and stuff, but I also managed to get myself killed painfully, repeatedly. Down in my mines, I found a cavern system that had a lot of dark holes. That's why I no longer have 40 experience levels. I did manage to get myself a enchanting table set up, but I haven't actually enchanted anything yet. I'm still missing a few bookcases, but that's okay for the moment. Now what I desperately need to do is make a trip to the Nether, because my Thumbcraft stuff is completely held up by... I need a bunch of stuff from the Nether, soul sand and blaze rods. And I don't actually need blaze powder, because I found a bunch from those plants that grow in the desert from Thumbcraft. I might be overdoing it a bit here. Not quite sure where that is. Okay. About here, I think. Right. I guess it's done. It did not necessarily need to clear all that out. One moment while I go see who pinged me. Okay, that was just CPW asking me about the Buildcraft, getting it ready for 1.6. So, need to figure out this corner now that I no longer remember my count. I think it was here. Like so. More or less. Now the other tower's floor is on this level. So I'm going to have a bit of space underneath, which I may just light up and leave. Let's see, what I was thinking was this tower here would be various forestry stuff, mainly farm processing and bee processing and storage. This tower over here is going to mainly be it's going to be ground level access. I haven't quite decided what it'll be up above that. I don't know. Needs more work. This one over here will be Thumbcraft, because that's where the spawner is. And I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with that either, because the spawner is... it's a little bit... not sure how much room I actually want the spawner to have. And I'm not actually sure how well centered it will be in the tower either. Which may be a concern. I don't know. I need to do some measurements for that one. But this one over here will be... we'll have a boiler and all my Buildcraft, railcraft machinery and stuff. And it'll provide power over to this one for the forestry and bees and stuff. Oh, and this tower here will probably also house my storage facility for general items, although I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do that. In my last single player world, I was using Craft's logistic pipes for almost everything. But he's kind of dragging his feet on the next version. Now I know there's the alternative one, but I haven't really looked at it that much, and I don't know. I seem to be running a slight deficit on potato production. Not starving, but it seems like I'm always out. But it appears to be growing, so. I reset up all my furnaces over here so that I can just toss stuff in. Except I don't have enough fuel. Made a bunch of torches with railcraft's new torch recipe using creosote and wool and a stick. But I don't have any more wool, so I can't show it to you. Well, maybe I can. I do have string. String makes wool. So, just need a creosote bucket or container or whatever, can, whatever you want to put in it. And stick, wool, creosote bucket, and you get a torch. 6 torches. I've got too many torches. Give you some of that stuff. Did I really use all those blocks already? I had a whole stack of them. Sun's going down again. I'm not quite sure what I want to do for my floors. I had wanted to do some kind of wood, but I'm not sure if I want to stick to that because I think it's going to be a while before I get any decent wood. I did set my bees up finally. You probably noticed the aviaries over there. Not aviary, apiary. Yeah, they're over there. They appear to be still going. At the moment I'm just building up a stockpile of combs that I can centrifuge for honey later when I start actually breeding them. I'm breeding marshy bees because they seem to be the only ones that like this environment. I guess they aren't running. Okay. The only ones that like the environment. The only problem was figuring out how to put some mushrooms down. I ended up burying them in the ground. But apparently the flying biomes are damp, which means that forest and a lot of other stuff doesn't work. I even found some mystic bees over in here. They were over that way. on the other side of the tower, but they don't even work in the biome, even though they spawned here, so. Figure out if that was right. I do not think it was. I think it needs to be here. Yep, that looks about right. Anyways, like I said, the dirt needs to go. And we're having some issues with plants. Not entirely convinced how good some of this tower portions of the tower are gonna look necessarily, and I need to figure out how to regrow these little short trees. So, I'm not sure that I have enough stone to complete this, but anyways, this will be the next tower. But I appear to be out of stone. Wait, nope. Not out of stone. Just looking in the wrong place. I am, however, out of potatoes. So yeah, eventually I want some forestry farms, but I'm not quite sure. I think I may need to level some land over this way, maybe? I can probably stair-step terrace the hillside. Put some farms up there. There's not a whole lot of room up on top of this mountain. Yeah, this wall is going to be a little boring. I might want to add some highlights later with some of the bloodstained stone. We'll see. For now, though, I don't even know if I have enough wood for the floor. Wood's another thing that I've been running low on. I did finally manage to find more diamonds, though. Okay. Here we go. See here, put in our buttresses, I guess would be the correct term. If I can hit the right place. I'm slightly tempted to just fill in the dirt, at least on this side. But we'll figure that out as we go. So, anyways, the next part of the tower, since I don't think I have enough to finish the flooring on that, I need to finish that off up there. And I need more glass. Give me a moment here to figure out what I have. Okay, so slightly lacking in resources to continue working on this tower. I might just call this episode shortly, but first I need to get inside and light it up. Because if I'm just going to leave this unfilled, unflattened, and empty, I need it to not be spawning mobs. So I like to leave a crawl space sometimes. In my castle that I built in my last single player world, all my floors had a 2-block tall crawl space in between them, which I found very handy. However, my designs that I've been building since then have been using much less substantial floors and balconies and stuff, which do not lend themselves well to crawl spaces. Anyways, I'm planting trees here because I need more wood. And it's the biggest clear area I have, so. I'm still very early game. I'm lacking some key resources, namely diamonds and everything from the nether. I was looking through my recipe book to see what I could build earlier, and it was a whole lot of nothing. Mainly because I either need blaze rods, ender pearls, or diamonds. I've got about half a dozen diamonds. It's not going to get me very far. And I don't have any ender pearls. I have not felt confident enough to take on an enderman. In fact, I didn't even feel confident enough to go to the nether for anything more than a brief stay, but I think that may be what I do next time. Let's take a trip to the nether and get some of the stuff that's bottlenecking me. Yeah, I got 5 diamonds, 5 emeralds, actually. Not that they're all that useful. Got a decent amount of gold now, which is good. With only 5 diamonds, I'm not going to be building any quarries or anything anytime soon. My Thaumcraft stuff isn't really going anywhere because I'm stuck on an infernal furnace with Animus. Which, as far as I know, soul sand is the pretty much one of the very few sources. I mean, you might be able to get it from these wisps over here. I should have had a wisp core somewhere. Maybe I don't. Anyways. Yeah. So, I could possibly try and kill some of those wisps, but that I don't know. What I can probably do, I can do that now, is make a blast furnace. Because I picked up all that. No, I can't. Never mind me. I need nether brick for a blast furnace. Nether brick, soul sand, and blaze rods. Not just blaze rods. I know what I'm doing. So anyways, I think seems like a pretty decent place to end this video, since I'm just rambling now. But the foundation of the tower is starting to take shape, and next time we will throw caution to the wind and go on a journey into the nether as ill-equipped as it is possible to be. So, anyways, this has been the 10th hour, 10th episode. I don't think it's been quite 10 hours. But the 10th episode of The Dark Tower. And this is Covert Jaguar signing off.